Hello and welcome to my updated cacao recipe. As I've just ironed out some of the mistakes I made in my previous one, there were some big errors there, and I've refined my recipe, and it is just like making a roux or bechamel or a white sauce. The ingredients are the cacao, and if you've got it in big chunks like I had, it's good to like chop it down so that it's even, so that when some bits have melted, then they're not burning while other bits are still melting. And then you stir in a tablespoon of flour, and I'm using buckwheat flour because it's much more nutritious than refined flour. It's had all the nutrients taken out of it. And then lastly, when that's made into a paste, and then you just pour in a cup for 1 cup of cacao, a 1 cup of oat milk. And oat milk has a little bit of sweetness from the oats, and it also has things like potassium and copper. So it makes for a really nice, nutritious drink to start the day, and it can get you all the way from breakfast to just after lunch. So there's the process again. So first of all, you melt the cacao in your pan. That's one mistake I made previously, is doing it elsewhere. Then you basically stir in the flour to a paste, just like making white sauce or roux, and you've got that. And then you add the cup of milk, and then you just keep stirring it until it bubbles, and serve it when it starts to bubble. It's a thick dark chocolate. So just the flour, the reason I use buckwheat flour, it's an ancient grain, it's full of fibre, and it's got protein, it's got all 9 amino acids, so it's good for vegans to get their protein, and it's also full of nutrients. So it's a good one. You're only using like a spoonful. So if you have a sweet tooth, then I recommend using some honey, manuka honey, especially when lots of manukas in it. Just is really good, and it's a monosaccharide, which means that you don't need an enzyme to break it down to absorb it. So it's very bioavailable. So there's the process again. You melt the cacao in your saucepan, and then you stir in a spoonful of your flour, and you pour in a cup of oat milk, and then keep stirring it until it's thick and smooth, and serve it when it starts to bubble. And it's delicious. So I hope you really enjoy it, and it'll get you through your day and give you lots of motivation, and it also potentially could be good for mental health. So I'll see you at the next one.